As the Independent Commission for Infrastructure, or ICI, moves to open its doors to the public, new evidence surfaces. This time from a town in Bulacan reporting ghost projects worth roughly 700 million pesos. Mobile journalist Arles Delos Santos has the report.
The Independent Commission for Infrastructure is promising more transparency, saying it plans to open its hearings to the public so Filipinos can see where the investigation on questionable government projects is headed. But that move will take a little more time. No hearings are scheduled next week as one of its members, former DPWH Secretary Babe Singson, will be unavailable. The fact-finding body is also ironing out the rules for the live streaming, from which platform will host it, to whether previous hearings can be released, and other key details is still under review.
We hear the clamor of the Filipino people for more transparency, and we are pushing to live stream the hearings as soon as possible. However, before we do so, the ICI would need to study and draft the rules of procedure and parameters to allow for live streaming, taking into consideration sensitive information and the constitutional rights of invited resource persons.
Meanwhile, the ICI clarified the statement made by its chairman, former Supreme Court Justice Andres Reyes Jr., during a Senate hearing, referring to an alleged 1% kickback tied to the burned-down DPWH facility in Quezon City.
This was based on the report submitted to us by Bryce Hernandez. It is of note that this information is only alleged. This matter will still need to be verified by the Commission.
Also before the Commission today, a representative from the local government of Bulacan presented evidence on alleged ghost and substandard projects in their town. Attorney Izay Nunag, secretary to the Municipal Council of Paumbong, personally turned over records detailing 11 flood control projects worth around 700 million pesos. She said the projects were among those flagged on the Sumbong sa Pangulo website. According to the council's findings, some of these projects were marked as completed even though they were either substandard or entirely non-existent. Nunag also said that the supposed projects had no coordination with the local government unit, a claim supported by reports from the barangays where the projects were supposedly built.
Wala po talagang project or flood control project na nandun po. Yes, hindi ko magamit yung term. Nasa 700 million po. May mga barangay reports pong attached. Base po doon ay wala pong coordination.
Nunag has refused to name the contractors allegedly linked to the questionable projects, but noted that their findings were also supported by the on-site inspections and reports from the local government. The municipality of Paumbong falls under the jurisdiction of the DPWH Bulacan 1st District Engineering Office, where dismissed District Engineer Henry Alcantara and Assistant District Engineer Bryce Hernandez were allegedly involved in anomalous infrastructure deals. They sought the ICI's help to determine the real status of the projects and to finally address their town's long-standing flooding problems. Kapatid Arles Delos Santos, we are One News.